All right, y'all. Happy Sunday. I think it's Sunday. It's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday, Labor Day. So let's, again, start on that belly. And we're just going to maybe cross our hands one on top of the other. Bring your forehead down. So again, if we start to feel a tug in the lower back, just bend up the knees. Or slide a bolster or a blanket underneath those shins or legs. And just starting a little different to allow the front side of our bodies to release down into your mat. So normally we're on our back and we know how that feels. We know what the heaviness of the back gravitating down feels like. So I want you to get that same sensation on your belly. Just letting the shoulders round, the chest, the belly releasing into your mat. Feeling the front side of your legs heavy. Just kind of getting out those wiggles in the body. And so now really putting that focus inward. We're facing down. Allowing yourself to feel that breath. So really now feeling that belly on your inhale, pressing into your mat. As it rises up through your chest, and then exhale, let it draw that belly back in towards your spine. Feeling those shoulders relax down. So as we feel that heaviness in the front side of the body, feeling that lightness on the back. Shoulders relaxing, your upper back, your spine. Feeling the softness through your hips. And so as you take a few more rounds of breath here, just really allow yourself to release. Letting go of any tension or tightness in the body. Just notice where we are in the mind today. Maybe knowing if you do have an extra day to relax, let's cultivate or manifest that same sensation. Just knowing that we have nothing to do, nowhere else to be, so that you can enjoy this time on your mat. Just soaking up the goodness you're creating inside the body, inside the mind, as well as outside your surroundings. So taking a deep breath in, deeper breath out. Deep inhale. Let it go as you exhale. And taking one more round of breath here. And when you're ready, we're just going to slowly bend up those knees, bring the soles of your feet up to the sky. And then letting those feet and legs rock from side to side like windshield wipers. Just releasing out that lower back. And now as you let the top sides of your feet release down. Maybe give a little rock in those hips again, making sure we didn't bring tension into that lower back. And with your next inhale, we're going to slowly slide that right knee out to the right side of your mat. Let's find that little frog leg here. Gently stretching into the hip, the inner thigh. With a deep breath in and deeper breath out. Taking one more round of breath here. And then slowly releasing that right leg back onto your mat. And with your next inhale, we'll slowly slide that left knee out to the left side of the mat. Finding that little frog leg here. As you gently breathe into your hip, the inner thigh. With a deep inhale. And let it go as you exhale. With one more round of breath here. Slowly sliding that left leg back onto your mat. With a deep breath in and let it go as you breathe out. And as you bend up both knees, both feet reaching up to the sky, take your knees as wide as your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together, creating a little tripod with that lower body or with the legs. Slowly releasing those feet down towards your mat. We come into that little mini frog variation, getting those inner thighs again. So be mindful very early in the practice. Remembering if our feet are just dangling in midair, no big deal. Take a deep breath in, deeper breath out. Just allow yourself to feel those sensations in the body. And as you take one more round of breath, release it out as you exhale. Keeping the soles of your feet together. Just walk your hands in next to your chest. If you need to release your feet, it's fine. So as we inhale, just press up through your table. We're going to round through the spine and slowly sit those hips all the way back to our heels into that child's pose. Forehead releasing down to your mat. And just releasing into those hips and the lower back. Softening the elbows and the shoulders. And just breathing down your spine all the way to those hips and the legs. Take a deep breath in and a deeper breath out. Knowing that child's pose is our resting pose today, so feel free to come here anytime you need to. We'll take one more round of breath. Deep inhale. Releasing those hips a little further back. Exhale. With the arms extending now over your head, we'll slowly inhale up into table pose. Walking your knees in underneath those hips. Let's take a little wagging of the tails first, just to release those hips a little bit more. So we'll take an inhale, send those hips over to the right, peeking over that right shoulder. And with your exhale, sway those hips over to the left, peek over that left shoulder. Inhaling up and over to the right. Exhale up and over to the left. One more time each way. Inhale to the right. Exhale up and over to the left. And as we come back in through table, take an inhale, release that belly down, gaze up through your cow. And then chin to chest, arch that spine up into cat. Inhale, belly releases, gaze can travel up. Chin to chest, arch your spine into cat. Again, continuing to press those hands and feet away from your mat and just keep that movement going. Stay with your own breath here as we breathe into the front and back side of the body. We'll take 2 more full rounds of breath with a deep breath in and a deeper breath out. Moving into your final round of breath to your cow and your cat. And then just slowly releasing back into table. Walking those hands. Actually, you guys, let's thread our needles first. So take an inhale, send that left arm up to the sky. As you exhale, we'll thread it underneath that right arm. Come all the way down to the left side of the head. Right palm by your face. It can slide out to the top of the mat. Or wrapping that right arm behind your back, taking a small bind. Find your breath into the shoulder and upper back. Knowing that where the weight should be more towards the shoulder, not into the head. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. One more round of breath here. And as you bring that right palm back by your face, press into your mat, unthread that left arm, sweep it up, stretch it out. Release that left palm back to your mat, and with an inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, threading underneath your left, come all the way down, right side of your head. Again, weight in the shoulder. We can bring that left palm up towards the top of the mat. Or wrap that arm behind your back, taking a small bind. Find what feels good and then breathe into your upper back and your shoulder with a deep breath in and deeper breath out. With one more round of breath here. And as you slowly bring that left palm back by your face, press into your mat. Unthread that right arm, sweep it up, stretch it out. Right palm releases to your mat. As we slowly walk those hands slightly forward, let's release down onto the forearms. Hips release back over those knees, bringing the forehead down for your puppy dog. As we begin to stretch out the front side of the chest and the shoulders a little deeper. Take a deep inhale. Let it go as you exhale. 2 more rounds of breath here. Deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. And as you slowly pick up that forehead, we'll gaze to the top of the mat. Let's slide ourselves forward, coming all the way to the belly. So you'll be walking those legs back. As we come into Sphinx pose, elbows under those shoulders. Press down through the forearms and the hands as we guide that chest forward. With a deep inhale and exhale. On the inhale, we'll gaze over that right shoulder. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, gaze over that left shoulder. Exhale, back through center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release all the way back to your mat. And let's just come to one side of the face or the other. Take a little rock in your hips or bend up those knees. Windshield wiper out the legs. Just release any tension we brought into the back. And so if those feet are up, let's slowly bring those toes back down. And now as we bring ourselves back up onto the forearms, let's work our way into bow tie, everyone. So as we come up onto the forearms, it doesn't matter which arm you start with, but I will cue you to cross right over left. And this is the one where we walk those fingertips out. Okay. Opposite edges of the mat, and we'll just give our bodies a little slide shimmy forward. And just enough that we're gonna let our heads release over that top arm. Let the feet relax back into your mat. As we further deepen that stretch into the upper back and shoulders. Letting your body just release down. Finding your breath. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. And so with each exhale, feel your body maybe releasing a little bit more. Just letting it go. With 2 more rounds of breath here. Deep inhale. And exhale. With 1 more round of breath. And as you're ready, we're just going to slowly rock the body from side to side, inching those arms out. Slowly, once they're all the way released, take them out wide to a T as we bring our left face cheek to the mat. And then we'll draw that right palm in next to the chest. And as we press into that right hand, we're going to slowly peel up onto the left side of our body. Keeping your head all the way down through your legs and your feet to the mat. Just opening up the front side of the shoulder and chest. We can bend up that right knee and place that foot behind the left if you would like a little bit more. And you also have that option to take that right arm or your top arm, maybe wrapping it behind your back, taking a slight bind. So just some layers here. Don't feel like you have to take them. We'll take a deep inhale and let it go as you exhale. With 2 more rounds of breath, breathe in. Let it go, breathe out. 1 more round of breath. If you empty out that belly on your exhale, slowly we'll just make our way back down onto the belly. We'll walk that left palm or just bring it in next to the chest. Slowly coming back up onto those forearms. And now we'll cross that left arm over the right. Walking those fingertips out to the opposite sides of your mat. Tucking your toes, give your body a little shimmy forward. And then resting your head down on that top arm, release your feet. As we find that bow tie on the other side. And so we may feel completely different here. So as you find your breath, let it deepen. Allow your body to release down into your mat. With a deep breath in and a deeper breath out. And just noticing how this side feels compared to the other. And so if we're holding on to anything extra on this side, see if you can let it go. Breathe into the shoulder, your upper back. Two more rounds of breath here. Inhale. Letting it go as you exhale. One more round of breath. And so again, slowly, when you're ready, just kind of rock your body from side to side, inching those arms out. Once they're released, take them out into a great big T on your mat. Let's come to that right face cheek this time. As we bring that left palm in next to the chest. As you press into that left palm, slowly peel up onto your right side. Allowing your head all the way down again to your feet. Just let yourself be completely connected to your mat. And if you need a little bit more, you can bend up that top knee, release it behind the bottom knee. Or that left hand, maybe you want to wrap it behind your back and take a little bind. Let's breathe into the front side of the chest and shoulder, just opening it back up. Take a deep breath in and a deeper breath out. Two more rounds of breath here. Inhale. Letting it go as you exhale. One more round of breath. And then slowly we'll release all the way back to our bellies. We'll bring that right palm in next to the chest. And with an inhale, let's slowly press up through our table. We'll round through the spine, open those knees wide. Let's come all the way back to child's pose again. Releasing that forehead down, hips to heels. Softening through the shoulders, maybe the elbows are bent. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Two more rounds of breath. Just release into that child's pose. Reset your body. One more deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. With your inhale, we'll slowly come back up into table. Walk those knees in underneath those hips. Let's get a little stretch down into those legs. So as we press those hands into the mat, press away, lift up out of your shoulders. With an inhale, we'll slide the right toes to the back of the mat. Press back through that heel. Just get a little stretch down through the calf and the leg, all the way to the ankle. With a deep breath in, deeper breath out. Releasing that right knee back to your mat. Inhale, left toe slide back to the back of your mat. Press back through that heel. Stretch out that leg. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly release that left knee down to the mat. We're going to inhale, tuck those toes under. As we walk those hands back to the knees, we'll take that little stretch in the feet first. So just reach back, spread your toes, with the palms staying to the mat. Your hands can walk up onto the top side of your legs, right? Placing the weight back. Just remember, you guys all know the more we sit back, the more we're gonna start to feel. So be where you need to be. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. One more round of breath, inhale. On your exhale, we're gonna slowly walk those hands back towards the top of your mat. A gentle pitter patter of your feet. Right, just release. And now as we inhale, we'll tuck the toes under. We're going to lift those hips up and back to down dog. And just walk it out here. Again, just deepening the stretch through the legs. Take a little nod through the head, no, and yes. And just connecting that breath with your movement before pedaling out the feet. A deep breath in, deeper breath out. As those heels slowly release down to your mat, find that stillness in your down dog. Take a round of breath, inhale. Letting it go as you exhale. We'll slowly walk those hands to the back of the mat. As we find that forward fold, bend your knees, release the crown of your head down. Hands to the mat, opposite elbows for ragdoll. Or if you have a block nearby and prefer block, feel free to use it. And just find that upper body releasing over your legs. Let it dangle. With a sway in the body from side to side or a nod in the head. Yes and no. Take a deep inhale. Folding in a little deeper exhale. One more round of breath. If our arms are folded, let's slowly bring those hands back to the mat. Rooting down through your feet. We're going to slowly peel that body up. Rounding up into our mountain. Take some big shoulder rolls forward, up and back. Release it out. And with your next inhale, let's sweep those arms up over your head, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart, mountain. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Inhale, sweep those arms back up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Take your halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, slowly peel the body back up. Sweep those arms out, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart, mountain. Inhale, arms sweep up over your head. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Coming back up one more time. Inhale, peel it up, sweep those arms out, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. On your inhale, we'll sweep the arms back up. Exhale, swan dive, fold back over. Take your halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Toe heel your feet slightly wider. Maybe right to mat width or maybe a little wider there. Slight bend through those knees. Take an inhale, left palm to your mat. Sweep that right arm up, taking that twist. So right fingertips to the ceiling or rest that hand on your lower back. As we twist through the belly, opening up through the back of the legs, the lower back. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out, releasing that right palm down to your mat. Right hand underneath the face. Inhale, left arm, we sweep it up. Again, reaching those left fingertips up or let that hand rest on the lower back. Breathe in through your belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, breathe out. Releasing that left palm back to your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift with those wide legs. Exhale, fold it back over. We'll slowly toe heel those feet a little closer together. maybe that regular mountain stance in the legs. And as we slowly walk those hands back out to downward facing dog. Lifting up through the hips, the tailbone, heels resting down. Feel free to walk your dog again. Add any movement you need or just find that stillness. With a deep breath in, let it go, breathe out. One more round of breath, inhale. Let it go, exhale. Inhale, we'll rise up tippy toes. As you bend your knees, this time gaze to the top of your mat. And then now let's walk it to the front of the mat to forward fold. With a halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, slowly rise, peel that body up, sweep the arms out, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart mountain. All right, so finding your mountain pose, root down through your feet. We're gonna do just the arms here, everyone. So take an inhale, send the arms out wide. On your exhale, we're gonna cross left arm underneath right. I'm kind of trying to look at one of y'all. There we go. Bend up your elbows. All right, so find your eagle arms. Okay, so if you can, maybe we hook the thumbs. Maybe we just grab around the wrist or go palm to palm. If this is not comfortable to you, remember you can take your hands to your back and give yourself a hug. So either way is fine. Listen to your bodies and what it can do today. Eagle arms, take an inhale, lift up through those elbows. As you exhale, send those hands away from your face. Again, inhale and exhale. One more round of breath here. With your inhale, we're gonna unwind those arms, take them out wide, sweep them up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, roll that body back up. Sweep those arms out, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll inhale, take the arms back out wide. Crossing right under left. Trying to look at y'all again. So again, hands to the back. Maybe you give yourself a hug. Your fingertips can reach up into those eagle arms. Eagle arms, elbows lift, palms press away from the face. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. One more round of breath. Unwinding those arms, send them out wide. Reach those arms up over your head, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Palms finding the mat. Take a slow walk to the back of your mat. Let's just find that downward facing dog again. Adding any movement here that feels good. All right, find that stillness. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Inhale, shifting forward. Let's release those knees down to the mat table. And with an inhale, release the belly down, gaze up, cow. Chin to chest, arch your spine up, cat. So find that table again. We'll walk those hands back toward our knees. This time we're gonna sit all the way back onto those heels. Just get a little stretch in to the top sides of the feet and the ankles this time. All right? So again, we can keep our hands down to the mat, right? If you need a little bit more, and you'll know once we get there, hands can rest on the tops of your legs, okay? So let's just take one knee at a time. We'll take one knee and just lift it up. It's not going to go very far, okay? You're going to feel that stretch in the top side of the foot and the ankle. We'll release that knee down, take the other knee, lift it up. If you're adventurous and want to do both, feel free. You can lift both knees if you like. If not, no big deal, right? It's pretty intense. Slowly release those knees down. We'll slowly walk those hands back, forward, into table. Give your feet a little pitter-patter. As we walk those knees back together, walking those hands back to the knees, sit back on the heels. As we sit to one side of the mat or the other, we're going to bring those legs around. Finding our staff pose. So let's reach the heels forward, sit up nice and tall, slight bend through the knees. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale as we fold. Rounding through the spine. Or leading with the heart. So if we do feel that lower back here, I want you to lead with the chest. Think about that long spine. So send those hips back as the chest reaches forward. Getting a little ease, or maybe a little release in the legs. Let the spine round. Forehead releasing over the legs. Let's soften those shoulders down, away from the ears. Take a deep breath in, deeper breath out. Two more rounds of breath. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe out. One more round of breath. And we'll just slowly peel that body all the way back up. Sliding the soles of your feet to the mat. We'll bring those hands next to the hips. Pressing into your mat. Inhale, lift that heart up. Gaze traveling up to your ceiling. We'll let that head rest all the way back as we breathe and open up the front side of the body. With a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. One more round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lift the head, bend that body up. Reaching those hands forward, sit up nice and tall. Inhale. On your exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone. Let's lower all the way down to the mat. Making your way onto your back. Hugging those knees into your chest. And then take a little rock from side to side. Draw some circles around with those knees. Maybe reverse, take it the other way. And as we bring those feet now down to the mat, knees to the sky, arms releasing to your sides. We'll inhale, draw that right knee up into the chest, give it a hug. Wrapping those hands behind those legs, extend that leg up. As we take some circles through the ankle one way and reverse other way. As we draw that right knee back into the chest, flex your right foot. And as you extend that left leg out, let it hover, but flex that left foot as well. Just really reach through both heels. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release that left leg all the way to the mat, but keep reaching through the heel. Feel that little stretch across the front side of the hip, top of the leg. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Slowly, let's slide that left foot back up onto the mat. And now as you cross the right ankle over your left knee, fan that right knee open. Coming into our reclined pigeon. Now stay there or draw that left knee up into your chest. Flexing both feet. Just find where you need to go here, getting that stretch into that right hip. Always place something underneath that left foot. It can come up, but it's not quite there yet. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Letting the back side of your body become heavy here. Breathing into that sensation, down into your hip, your leg. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. Couple more rounds of breath. See what you can let go of here. Good deep inhale. Let it go as you exhale. So if that left foot is up, let's slowly release it back to the mat. And now as we take that right foot, we're going to thread it underneath that left knee. Let your right foot come all the way to your mat. And as that right knee releases down towards the mat or your floor, starting to get now that stretch through the front side of that right hip and leg. Left knee can be bent. We can slide the left leg out long, a little bit more passive there. Or you can draw that left knee back up into your chest, deepening that stretch. So again, finding where you need to be on this side. Take a deep breath in. Let it go as you breathe out. Three more rounds of breath here. So really breathe into the front side of your leg, the hip. Exhale, letting it go. One more round of breath. As you're ready, we're going to unthread that right foot out from underneath. Draw that right knee up into your chest. Give it a hug. We'll bring that left knee up to meet it, both knees into chest. Taking a little rock from side to side, release it out. And now as we bring that right foot down to our mat, left knee stays into your chest. Hug it in. We'll extend that left leg up. Hands can wrap behind your leg. Let's take some circles through the ankle. And reverse it, other way. And as you draw that left knee back down into your chest, we're going to flex our left foot. And as you slide that right leg out long, let it hover right above your mouth, flexing both feet now. Reach through those heels. And as you take a deep inhale, exhale, release that right leg all the way down to your mat. Keep flexing your feet. Starting to feel maybe a little stretch on the front side, although we just stretched it out, so maybe not as much now. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. And as you slide that right foot back up onto your mat, crossing that left ankle over your right knee, we'll fan that left knee open for reclined pigeon. Option to stay there with the right foot down. Right knee can hug in towards your chest or somewhere in between with the leg. So as you find where you need to go on this side, kind of get out those little fidgety movements in the body. And then finding that stillness so you can breathe into the hip. Feeling that sensation. Knowing it may feel a little uncomfortable here. A little discomfort is okay, but not wanting to feel any pinching or tingles or numbness in our bodies. So making those small adjustments as needed. Stay with the breath. With a deep breath in, deeper breath out. Just like before, everyone, use your exhale. Let that body release a little bit more. Letting go of that tension, of the gripping inside the body. Feel the muscle relaxing. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. As we take just a few more rounds of breath here. Deep inhale. Let it go, exhale. Two more rounds of breath. Really breathe into that hip on the inhale. Feel it expand and open. With the exhale, releasing it out. One more round of breath. As you slowly start to uncross that left ankle from the knee, we're going to thread that left foot now underneath the right knee. So that left knee releases down towards the mat. We can stay right there. So we can bend up the right knee, straighten out the right leg for a little less. Or for a little more, we can draw the knee all the way into the chest. Stretching out the front side of that left hip, the top of our leg. As we breathe into that space, take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. With a few more rounds of breath here. Using your breath, deep inhale. Let it go, exhale. Two more rounds of breath. Breathe in. Let it go, breathe out. As you take that final round of breath, if your right foot is up, slowly bring it back down. We'll unthread that left foot out from underneath as we hug the left knee into the chest. Bringing that right knee up to meet it, both knees into chest. Give yourself a hug. A little rock from side to side, massaging out the spine. As we lower those feet back down to the mat, walk your feet in a little closer. Let's come into a bridge pose. So arms will be to your sides. And as we press into those feet, peeling those hips up and away from the mat, maybe just an inch or two or all the way up to a full bridge. Or you can slide a block underneath of you for a supportive bridge. As you draw those knees forward, think about those inner thighs nice and active here. And as we breathe from the knees all the way down through the legs, to the hip, the belly, the chest, and the shoulders. With a deep breath in, let it go, breathe out. 2 more rounds of breath. Take 1 more inhale, lifting those hips slightly higher. On your exhale, we'll slowly melt the spine all the way back down. Allow those hips to become heavy. And as you toe heel those feet slightly wider, take those windshield wipers in the knees from side to side. Release it out. And then we're going to toe heel our feet towards each other, coming into reclined butterfly. So pressing the soles of our feet together, open those knees wide. The back can arch here if needed, if we need that release to the inner thighs. If you need a little bit more, melt the back side of your ribs. Then think about lengthening that tailbone down towards your edge of the mat. Breathe into those inner thighs. Any wrapping sensation around to the outer part of your leg or hip. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Two more rounds of breath. With that inhale, really fill up through your belly. Exhale to let it go. Taking your hands outside of those legs or knees, we'll slowly draw those knees back through center. Hugging those knees in one at a time. Great big hug, rock side to side. And now as we wrap the hands behind the legs, extending those legs up for legs up the wall. We can stay there or take a happy or joyful baby. So wherever we choose to be for that inversion, adding any extra movement, a rocking your joyful baby, maybe legs up the wall, movement back in the feet or ankles. Take a deep breath in, deeper breath out. One more round of breath. After that exhale, just slowly draw those knees back down into your chest. As you send those arms out to a T or goalpost arms for your spinal twist, take a deep breath in. Exhale, letting your knees travel over to the right, with the gaze up or over towards that left hand. Just breathing through your belly, to your hip, your lower back. A deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. One more round of breath on this side. We'll slowly draw those knees one at a time back into the chest. And as those knees slowly travel over to the left side of your mat, with the gaze up or over towards that right hand, taking your spinal twist to the other side. Breathing through your belly, to your hip and lower back. Take a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. 2 more rounds of breath. One more inhale. Let it go as you exhale. And as we slowly draw those knees back into our chest for a great big hug. Take an inhale as you draw that forehead up towards your knees, curling up into that little ball. Release out that lower back. And with your exhale, releasing your head and your feet down to your mat. And we can stay there in our lie and release. We're sending those legs out long into corpse pose. As you start to find your way in to your final rest. With your eyes closing down, the arms and legs coming out away from the body. And now as we feel the back side of the body becoming heavy, releasing into your mat. So just reversing the way we began. The lightness on the top side of the body, feeling light and airy. Letting your muscles soften and peel away from those bones. Just letting everything melt. And as that mind drifts away, allow yourself to go to your favorite place, wherever that may be for you. But just taking a few moments to really just be there, enjoy that moment. Manifesting that peace and calmness inside the body, the mind. You truly surrender and let go. Just allow yourself to be as you are in this moment on your mat. Slowly begin to deepen that breath. Just bringing yourself back
your room, your surroundings. The wiggle of your fingers, your toes. Circling through your wrist or your ankles. Sending those arms over your head, taking that long stretch with a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. And when you're ready, just starting to draw those knees back into your chest. And as you slowly make your way over to your right or left side, fetal pose. Resting that head on your mat or bottom arm so the knees curl into your chest. With a deep breath in. Let it go, breathe out. Using your hands to slowly bring yourself up to a comfortable, easy seat. With your legs crossed or extended. Closing those eyes back down with the hands resting in your lap or on your knees. Hearts lifting, shoulders resting down. And as we seal our practice together today, 3 audible cleansing breaths. With a deep inhale, sigh it out, let it go, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Sweeping those arms up over your head, palms to touch. As we guide those thumbs down to our forehead, third eye center for peaceful thoughts. To our lips for peaceful words. And to our hearts for peaceful actions. And so as we lift our hearts and we bow our chins, in honor of one another, together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Hope you guys all had a great holiday, Labor Day weekend.
Thank you, Michelle. You too.
Thank you.